Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Colt back with another week of predictions. Now, this is the start of the stage 2 qualifiers. Um yeah, Major 1 was lit. Optic ended up taking the dub. I wish I would have done a recap video on the event, but I didn't, and I apologize for that. But either way, that major was that it was a lit major. And yeah, Optic and FaZe, I have a feeling are gonna battle it out all year. They're both gross. But yeah, either way, we're gonna get into week one, stage one or stage two qualifier predictions. If a team made like a small change throughout my predictions, I'll note it. And yeah, um, yeah, either way. So first match is London, New York. So London, Gizmo had some personal issues, went back to London, or I think just this week. I'm pretty sure it's just this week's matches. So they're out without Gizmo, and Paul X took his place for now. Um, and the New York subliners, the rumor is Neptune's back, for royalty. So it'll be like the original New York subliners we were supposed to see versus London. And I don't know, this one's weird. Like I'm gonna go London. I'm gonna go. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go London 3-1. But it's just like, dude, it's gonna be a weird series, and not that Pollux isn't nasty, but it's just like, how does Pollux fit in with the system? Blah blah blah, and then Neptune's coming back. How are the vibes gonna be? Like, it's just a weird. This is a weird series. I'm still gonna take London, but like, I don't know. This is a weird series. But either way, getting into the next match. Uh, Next match is Boston Breach versus Seattle Surge, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Seattle Surge got absolutely hork washed for like the last two matches of the before the major, and then absolutely slammed at the major. Like they looked bad. So and Breach just got off a nice top six finish, and probably are gonna feel pretty confident with that. I'd feel like if you're Breach, you're happy with the top six finish. Yeah, I mean, Seattle has to basically re-impress everyone in the CDL and the community for like, I don't know. Like I lost all my faith in them. Like they were too Lamar if Lamar didn't basically ice up for them uh twice, they would have been 1-4 in stage 1, and then they got slammed at major 1. So it's like, I don't know. Seattle needs to re-impress me. I want them to come back with the fire, but until then, I still the Boston's a better team for me. Seattle is they need to get their mojo back. They need to do something. Gorillas versus Mutineers. Hmm. It's like what Florida are we gonna get? It's the same as last year. Which Florida are we going to get? Because Florida's the hardest team to predict in the league, in my opinion. It's I don't know. It's um, dude, I'm gonna take Gorillas. An interesting fact is Florida's games usually never go game 5 when they rarely do ever. They either 3-0 or 3-1 the team, or the other team 3-0s or 3-1s them. There has been some game 5s, don't get me wrong, there has been. But it is rare that a Florida series goes game 5. Um I have more faith in the Gorillas though. I don't know. I really need uh, hot take. I mean, this is what I've been saying for a year and a half now. Guys in Awakening need to split. Like, I don't know. This team's really weird for me. They'll always be a 50-50 team until they actually make a proper roster change to prove otherwise. So, I'm going to take the Gorillas. You know what? I'm going to go 3-0 because I have a lot of 3-1s. Yeah, we're going to go 3-0. Okay, so next day. Saturday, Gorillas versus Paris Legion. Now, this is a very new look Paris Legion. I don't know why I can't talk. I apologize, but very new look Paris Legion. They picked up Jimbo and replaced a fellow, and then obviously before Major One they picked up Tom Gravity. So they have Tom Gravity, Temp, Jimbo, and John. And Jimbo and John will be the subs, and then Temp will be the flex, and then Tom Gravity will be the main AR. This team could be gross, but I think it'll take time. But I think this Paris Legion team has the potential to upset a lot of good teams now, in my personal opinion. Um, yeah. You know what? Just because I don't. Oh man, this is tough. Because the thing I've noticed about LAG for me too is I've seen Slasher grinding lately, grinding, and he's got to be severely pissed from Major One and how that went down. You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna put faith in LAG this week. Screw it. Yeah. Sorry, Paris. Like I said, I still think this Paris Legion team will be gross. They just need time. Next match. This is the whole different series because normally I think this series would be a banger of a series with London with Gizmo, but they have Pollux for now. Um, so I think LA Thieves, in my opinion, you know, I'll sorry to go back on that, but I think Paris Legion will fucking oh shit. I think Paris Legion will bring it to game 5 at the honeymoon stage. But um I think this actually I don't know if I want to put that much faith in LA Thieves 3-0ing a team when their search is terrible, but you never know, they could have worked on it. I don't know. But you know what? I'm just gonna say Thieves 3-0. Screw it. Screw it. um this is the Battle of the North next. I'm actually looking forward to this match because Minnesota. The thing about Minnesota is that they changed actually that I'm very happy with because this is something that has been like everyone has been talking about this change needing to happen for a very long time, and that is Priest going to the sub and Atats going to the AR. And I am a huge fan of this. I think this will skyrocket their team's ceiling tremendously. I think it would have done it last year, even though they were already gross last year, but they were always inconsistent in hardpoint. And I think this will bust down their inconsistency. In my opinion, this role swap is going to be the pace of the team will just be better, so much better. So you know what? I'm gonna ice it up to Minnesota clutching this series up. Yeah. um, it's base and it's on a downward spiraling Seattle that looked very bad. So, enough said. um, I think if the same goes with this series. I want to put my I want this Paris Legion team to be gross. I really do. But I'm actually a super fan. Like I'm excited to see this Minnesota roster play with the role swap. I'm so excited to see what it does for their team. And I think it'll propel them to the next level in my personal opinion. Like I said in this match, I think it should just propel them to another level in hardpoint where they can actually start taking hardpoints and actually become a very scary team because they were already like if a team went to game 5 with Minnesota, a team was already like, oh shiz, like you know what I'm saying? Like they were kind of trembling a little bit because Minnesota is a solid search team. They always have been. They just needed that one respawn. So I think like if this change does like goes through like in my head what I think it's going to do, it makes Minnesota jump into like top 4, top 5 team, in my opinion. I could be crazy for that, but we'll see. I'm hoping so. um, this series is hard. You know what? I finally put faith into the New York boys. Yeah, I'll put faith in them. Um, I think this goes game 5 though. I still think New York needs a bit more time. Um, hopefully they keep like this roster and like lock it down and actually grind and get better and not just like I don't know. I don't know or, like this New York team has the potential to be so good. So hopefully they stick it out to me. This series scares me though. I don't know about this New York pick. But this series is gonna be a banger. Optic Texas versus LA Thieves. Um I'm gonna go 3-1 Optic. And yeah, I have LA Thieves probably going up 1-0, and then Optic taking the rest. In my opinion, I think that's the way that series goes. LA Thieves are still just really good at like too good at hardpoint for me. So yeah, um, yeah, those are gonna be my week 1 predictions. I'm gonna submit them, save them in, lock them in. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed me predicting this matchup. Yet again, I'm sorry for not doing a stage 1 recap. That it was a dope event to watch. Shout out to the Optic boys for finally getting a chip after their last chip under the Optic brand was Vegas in Black Ops 4. So long overdue, and I'm glad that Dashi has another chip under his belt because he's always been a beast individually. But I think he's really locked in the teamwork, and their teamwork in this game is phenomenal. So yeah, shout out to Optic, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in next week's prediction video. Peace.